Hey everyone, just want to give you all a quick update, my take on the just announced WPA2 security flaw, the article that was published by ZDNet as of today, as I'm recording this video. So essentially what this means is the way that the wireless networks are secured, the way that they're supposed to be secured in terms of keeping your information safe from people trying to eavesdrop in on your conversation. So, to put it another way, people that hackers that are trying to listen in your computer conversation with another computer's conversation, that security that's in place is pretty much standard. Is called WPA2, and it's been found that that implementation of that protocol is actually vulnerable to attack. So what that means is anyone who's listening in or trying to listen in on your conversation of your computer or someone else's computer, if they understand how this flaw works in this protocol, then they can actually listen in on the conversation between your computer and someone else's computer, or your computer and a server or a website or whatever. So this is actually not potentially, this is a very, very big deal. It's affecting everyone from consumers all the way up to businesses who rely on this level of protection on their Wi-Fi networks. So really, what things can you do to protect yourselves from this? Unfortunately, this is probably going to be around for quite some time now, because it's been something that's been used for years and years and years, and it's been, up till this point, really secure and really reliable. So since that's the case, all the devices are pretty much using this protocol, and it's going to take some time to get this bug worked out of the system. So obviously there's going to be updates that are being applied to different devices and different computers. So if you want to keep an update and keep an eye on updates that are coming across for like your Android phone or your computer, to make sure that those updates are applied before you trust public Wi-Fi or sending data over a Wi-Fi network in general, that would be wise. The other thing that you can do is, what's not vulnerable is anytime you connect to a website that starts out with HTTPS, and that S stands for secure. Anytime you connect to a website that has that S in there, that means that your communications between your computer and that website should still be secure. So if you're connecting to a website that has that S in the address bar, you should be secure. I would still be cautious, especially in areas that are really dense in terms of people around you. So coffee shops or public Wi-Fi, for sure, I would still be really, really cautious, especially if you're trying to enter in information that's sensitive in nature, meaning username and password, bank account information, credit card information, those kinds of things. Typically, the sites that take that information have that HTTPS in the address bar, but still you want to be aware of that and want to make sure that you're connecting to sites that are secure. And the other option that you all have in order to try and be safe until all this stuff gets straightened out, and quite frankly, in general, it's still a good practice, something that you could use, is something called a VPN, which stands for Virtual Private Network. So what a VPN does is it grants you another level of protection for the communications that are coming off of your computer and going to another computer on the internet. So basically, in addition to the protection that's on the Wi-Fi network, and in addition to the protection that's on those secure websites with that HTTPS, a VPN is another level of protection that helps secure your data and prevent hackers and eavesdroppers from listening in on your conversation. So as far as VPN is concerned, there are some free options. Usually the free options are limited to how much data you can transmit, kind of like it's metered, kind of like on a cell phone connection, your data plan, right? And then there's some really good options that are really reasonable in terms of cost if you want to pay a monthly fee. And again, if you travel a lot or if you're accessing public Wi-Fi a lot, I always recommend to have a VPN service anyway, because that just gives you one extra layer of protection if you need it, in case you're in a situation where, unbeknownst to you, someone's trying to listen in on your computer's conversation. So I'll try and post a link to the VPN that I use in the comments below. And in addition to that, there are other VPNs that are available. And really, in this situation, just awareness is probably the biggest thing. Just be sure that you're taking precautions as always, and know that this will work its way out of the environment at some point. But until it does, just be extra careful when you're connecting to Wi-Fi. All right, talk to you later.